The recovery in Moore, Oklahoma continues in the wake of that devastating tornado earlier in the week. Post-video journalist AJ Chavar is in Moore and files this report for us.
Horrific, and I don't even think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, it's surreal. The last thing I heard before the lights went out and I lost my cell phone feed was, if you're in the path of this tornado, get out of the way or get underground, because if you're above ground, you're not gonna make it. I just started praying, and along with praying, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, dear God, we're gonna die. Honestly, it looks like a bomb went off, and, you know, I can't even recognize the neighborhood anymore. I grew up in this house, you know, and my husband and I owned that house over there. And I still don't sleep at night because it replays in my mind over and over and over again. You know, I don't know how my kids sleep. They went through it too. My whole life is gone in a matter of minutes.
2 days after a massive 1.5-mile wide tornado tore through Moore, Oklahoma, residents are beginning to come back to what is left of their homes. Neighbors are helping move wreckage. Businesses are donating food.
All right, like a burger, ma'am?
And FEMA is doing search and recovery.
So safety is the most important thing today. Slip, trip, and fall hazard, there's nails, all kinds of things. They are starting to re-energize the neighborhood. So any wires should be considered hot. Make sure that every team has hot sticks with them. We don't want anybody getting zapped.
If there's anything big enough that somebody could be under, let's move it if you can and check underneath it. That's basically why we're out here. There's one person that they have not accounted for. So that's what we're looking for.
Meanwhile, within view of the FEMA crew, hundreds of Oklahomans descended on Moore Cemetery with rakes, shovels, and trash bags in hand to clean the gravesite in preparation for the funerals of those who died in the tornado.
It's definitely heavy on my heart, but man, at least if I can just, you know, help this family out and at least clean the dirt off the grave for their loved ones, then I'll do that, you know.
It's difficult to know that everything that we're working for is for families to bury loved ones, but we also see that that's the greatest need right now, that's the greatest way that we can serve families who are hurting the most in this community, and so we're just really glad to do that.
It's overwhelming, the devastation. It's just hard to believe that a tornado could do such damage. The other overwhelming thing is to see all these people out, you know, people wanting to do something, sitting at home, watching TV, wanting to come out and do something. This is what we can do.
Faith seems to run deep in the communities in and around Moore, and people help in any way they can. 2 Good Samaritans from the University of Oklahoma, one of them Sherry Cole, head coach of the women's basketball team, went from property to property, handing out hundreds of dollars worth of Walmart gift cards to families in need.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. It's like overwhelming one. I don't even have a toothbrush. Right.
Well, now you get
That'll get you some
essentials.
shampoo and underwear and toothpaste. Bless your heart. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All
You're
right.
more than welcome.
Thank you.
Your babies are safe.
Yes,
Yeah, they
babies
are.
are safe, and that's the important thing.
Exactly right. That's exactly right.
It's late afternoon, and Sarah and many of her neighbors have been digging through the wreckage of their homes for hours. Rebuilding Moore won't take days or weeks. It will take months. But for some, rebuilding is certain.
It's just a house, we can always rebuild. The important thing was my family's fine, and I was able to get in the back of my car, as you can tell, I have a whole bunch of pictures that I was able to save, and now we're just trying to get toys and stuff for the kids. So, and my daughter was at Plaza Towers, and she came out with some cuts and bruises, but she's fine.
My family's safe, my kids are safe, my mom and my sister are safe, you know, so we'll pick up the pieces, we'll rebuild and start over.